Are you feeling frustrated with the job market right now? Because if you are definitely not alone. There's this huge disconnect between the headlines we're all seeing and what people are actually experiencing. Okay, let's dive into this and figure out what is really going on.
You did everything you were supposed to do, right? You went out, you got the degree, you got the qualifications. That's supposed to be the golden ticket.
And it's not like you're new to this. You've put in the work, you have a real track record, you've got skills, accomplishments. You're not just starting from square one.
And it is absolutely not for a lack of trying. I mean, you've probably spent countless hours tweaking your resume, writing those cover letters, and just sending applications out into the ether. 200, 300, maybe even more.
And what do you get for all that effort? An inbox just filled with those automated thanks but no thanks emails. Or even worse, crickets, just total silence. It is absolutely maddening.
So the billion-dollar question is why? Why is this happening to so many qualified, experienced, hardworking people? Well, the reason is kind of uncomfortable, and it's definitely not what most people are talking about. Okay, let's get into the first big problem. The job market you think you see advertised, it's not real. It's basically a mirage. So you turn on the news and you hear that unemployment is at a record low, which makes it sound like there are jobs everywhere. But what's really happening on the ground is a total minefield of ghost jobs, positions that are already promised to internal hires, and these quiet, unofficial hiring freezes that no one ever announces.
So here's the kicker. You're competing for jobs that might not even exist. Companies will post these evergreen ads just to build a database of resumes for later. Or they'll post a job publicly because they have to, even though they already know exactly which internal person is getting the promotion. It creates this illusion of opportunity that just wastes your time and, honestly, your hope. All right, on to the second major force that's making things so tough. It's a phenomenon I'm calling the Great Compression, and it's basically making the market hyper-competitive for absolutely everyone. It all starts at the top. You've had these massive layoffs in big industries like tech and finance, right? So now you have thousands of super skilled, senior-level people out there looking for work. To get a foot back in the door, a lot of them are applying for mid-level jobs they are way overqualified for.
And that, of course, creates a domino effect. The mid-level people, who are now up against the senior talent, get pushed down the ladder. So what choice do they have? They start applying for entry-level jobs, just hoping their extra experience will give them an edge.
And this is the final, kind of brutal result. The entry-level candidates, well, they get completely squeezed out of the picture. I mean, think about it. How can a recent graduate possibly compete when the applicant pool is flooded with people who have 5 or 10 years of experience?
And now for the third piece of the puzzle. This is the one that nobody really wants to admit out loud, but it might just be the biggest shift of all. The hidden and massive impact of AI.
Let's just be real about this. Companies don't need as many people as they used to. AI isn't some sci-fi movie concept anymore. It's here, right now, doing tasks that used to take entire teams to complete. For instance, an AI can review legal contracts in minutes, something that might have taken a team of junior lawyers a week, and often with fewer mistakes. It's completely changing the hiring equation. This slide really puts it in perspective. A department that once needed 5 people to get the job done, now they might just hire 2 people and equip them with a suite of powerful AI tools to get the same or even better results. This isn't just a tech thing. It's happening across the board.
So when you put it all together, the mirage market, this great compression, and the quiet rise of AI, it is so easy to feel completely defeated. But here's what you have to understand. This is a systemic problem. It is not a personal failure. This feeling, this is the most dangerous part of the whole job search. The constant rejection makes you internalize it, and you start thinking, what's wrong with me? But the first step to fixing this is realizing the game has fundamentally changed, and nobody bothered to send you the new rulebook.
Feeling ashamed just paralyzes you. It makes you second-guess everything and stops you from taking smart risks. But understanding the system, knowing what you're really up against, that's empowering. It lets you stop blaming yourself and start building a real, effective strategy. So if the old playbook is totally broken, what does the new one look like? How do you actually adapt and win in this completely new environment?
The new market rewards leverage, not just effort. So stop telling people what you can do, show them with a public portfolio. Learn to use the AI tools in your industry, become the person who can do the work of 3 people. Network with a purpose to get past all the automated filters. And this is huge. Frame your skills not just as tasks you can do, but as value you can create or revenue you can generate.
All of this leads to one final, really powerful mental shift. It's time to stop asking the question that's been keeping you stuck and start asking a much, much better one.
That old question, why can't I get hired? It's passive. It puts all the power in someone else's hands and just keeps you in a loop of frustration. So let's just agree to throw that question out for good.
Now this is the question that changes everything. It's active. It's strategic. It forces you to think about what unique value you bring, what leverage you have, and what skills make you indispensable. It's not about just finding a job. It's about building a career that's resilient to all the crazy changes we've been talking about.
At the end of the day, the game changed while most of us weren't even watching. But the good news is, now you see the playing field clearly. The question isn't whether the system is broken anymore, it's how you're going to build your own bridge while everyone else is still staring at the gap.